So we're already starting this match with an edge based on Momi or Avatar superiority. I like where this is going. I don't like where this black-white attacking thing's going, though. Well, our rips have been real nice this draft. So this opponent was passing to us? Kind of want to see, actually. I don't remember. Interesting. Trying to figure out what the right curve to play is here. I feel like I morph. I think my action actually depends on whether this person was passing me or not, so I'm going to hit the replays real fast. So I'm almost 100% certain my opponent has an honors reward in their deck, so I need to play around that. Which is actually really easy here because of the Death Touch morph, or the Death Touch assassin. Throttle 2. Don't really want to block next turn. So I think I just want to attack. Sage Eye Harrier. I just want to hit my 5 because my 5 is a rare. It's perfectly fine throwing away the locks it on there on the no blocks. Yep, that's the Obzon guy that we passed. That I think I just immediately throttle. I don't want to play my fortress and then have it get kill spelled and then end up in an awkward spot. We're also like pretty significantly up on cards here. Like not only are all of our cards, not only are we up a card physically because of being on the draw, but all of our cards are really good. Another morph. I don't think this is much of a decision. I'm just going to tap all my mana. It's likely that this lines up with this and basically trade pseudo removal spells. Jeez. Okay. I think I just play my good card. That's a very good outcome for this. I don't really have a good answer to that card. I can beat that. So this is going to fight here and take first strike off of his creatures. Nope, this is just going to fight here and kill that stupid card. I guess I have the throttle for that. Oh my gosh, the options. So does taking first strike off my opponent's creatures do anything? Let's think about how I use my mana this turn. Opponent's Hellbent. So I can Bitter Rev, try to find a land, Play the land, attack with the fortress, sandblast on attacks. Or I can manifest flip. It has to just be eat the Sabertooth, right? Because that also bricks any attacks or throttles I make next turn. I want to fight down the Sabertooth. It's not the most mana efficient, but I'll be okay. I've got a decent amount of life to work with. That's fine. So I want to try to use the Sandblast this turn. So I'll trade the Sandblast here. That's fine. As long as I don't get feeded off the top, I think I'm okay. Play my lifelink creature. This is a workable board state. Opponent drew a land, obviously, just based on his play, or based on the play last turn. Man, so much for a strike. I think I just hope to set up a combat where I wreck my opponent with the throttle. Oh my gosh, all the throttles. I don't mind the trade for the manifest here. Even with the ascendancy in play, that is. I think I have to keep applying pressure. It's part of the game plan. Gosh, this card. Really something else right now. Maybe I'm playing wrong against it. Maybe I shouldn't have... But... Okay. It's fine. Yeah. Just keep turning things sideways. Not really a lot of other options on my part. Jeez. Okay. 6. Go to 7. Feels like 5 and 7 are basically the same. If I can actually tap mana, that is. There we go. That is game plan. This is kind of interesting. Yeah, I think I just shove. I think the extra counter matters because then my War Reaper trades for the Siege Rhino. think I want to take out the Ripper. Probably the Obzon guide. I don't know. I don't know how much it actually matters. I think I double block the Rhino so I don't randomly die to a removal spell off the top. My opponent's chump blocks feel really weird too. What about this here? Triple here. I don't. Way. This may have been a mistake because I may have needed to leave a blocker back. Oh no, I do get to leave a blocker back. Ah, I see. Rare plus thing. Maybe I was supposed to leave back the general. I don't really care. Like, he just doesn't have good blocks at all here. There's got to be another blocker. I feel like throwing this guy, the general, away. Yeah, throwing the general away for the damage there seems really good. Just putting my opponent dead to anything, including the War Behemoth there. That +2 damage actually mattered. So this is a mirror. That card seems good. This card seems great. Sort by converted mana cost. I don't think Woe Reaper is exceptional here. I think the Dragon probably replaces something else that costs 1,000,000. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it just replaces something crappy like the Krumar. Lifelink actually matters. I think the Soul Summons is better than the Krumar. I think the Chief has wider spread applications. I think flipping into larger creatures matters. I think 1,000,000 Throttles is great against my opponent's Team or Sabertooth deck. I feel like I definitely had better attack. I don't know. I couldn't really figure it out. I'm just like not thinking clearly enough about it right now. I think that the attack with everything is better than attempting to half and half it and just like ending up. Man, I'm so good at drawing a 2-drop. This card's not going to be a land. Oh, it was a land? Whammy. Also a land. This definitely is a banner over a morph here. I don't really care about the getting a morph into play. I think I'm actually just going to be casting all my cards from hand this game. Trade? I'm playing around the honors reward that I'm pretty sure he has somewhere. Well, Boom. Probably should have attacked last turn with the land. Or this turn with the 2/2. I want to injure that one. Second one. Always the second one. I probably should have injuried first in case of Ruthless Ripper. And then I would like to... What do I want to face down? Not Krumar. Probably 3/6. It's actually 4/4. So this is the most mana efficient. This one has the most immediate board impact as a 3/6 when it hits play. So like casting the 4/4 here doesn't actually get me anywhere against the Sabertooth. Yeah, I'll take it. Let's see what you got. There's probably some spicy black cards in that hand. Or some good combat trick. Oh, gosh, I don't know if I can beat any of these cards. I can probably beat the Charm with the 3/6. I don't know if that's right. I think I just attack and force my opponent to use their mana. Just a positive tempo play. And the reason for that is I'm just casting this one face down here. So if there's a double block here, there's nothing that can get flipped up here besides Temur Charger. That puts me into like that attack being bad. Even Temur Charger technically trades for a card. What if I attack here? There's not really a block. Oh, that was... No, that's fine, because this is only 6. So, yeah. This is fine. So, my opponent have to put everything on this, and then I put Sabertooth Morph, Salt Road. Then my opponent has the option of bouncing a creature and getting nowhere on the attack. Or... Yeah, that's fine. Temur Sabertooth, man. Sage Eye Harrier. Okay. Definitely killed the better of the 2 Morphs. So I'm going to play the Bonkin. Just have the maximum amount of stuff on board. And the reason I'm doing that over flipping is that if I hit a 8th land, regardless of what it is, it doesn't matter at all what it is. I can sack the banner and try to get to a throttle this turn on top of flipping the War Behemoth. This attack is no longer fine because my opponent has an additional creature with the Sabertooth, so I'd just be trading for a Sage-Eye Harrier. I miscounted by a mana, didn't I, on that? Forgot that sacking the banner is effectively a 4th mana on top of the 3 mana activation cost. He has the Sabertooth Manifest combo. I do have about a million different things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No attacks. Yeah. Sure. Probably flip the guide here. I know the last card in his hand. Abzan Charm. That took long enough. Admittedly, my opponent's probably having a very similar complaint about, it took long enough to find a black source this game or whatever. So I attack with the elephant. I attack with these 3. This trades for a morph, which I'm fine with. This trades for the 3/3. Yeah, I'm actually good trading here, because I know my opponent has an Ascendancy to draw to. And has an Outlast creature on board. And this is a 4/4 and a very stalled board, which is like the always traditional issue for Obs on Guide anyways. Wait. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 1 short, so I'm going to hold the land. If I had 8 lands in play, I'd play it, so if I drew another land, I'd be able to flip both of my morphs in the same turn. But wow, we won this game most likely because our opponent missed that you can bounce your manifests with Taming Sabertooth, and or they thought the 3/3 was more important. I will pass priority. I'm very okay with trading War Behemoth for that. I probably should have flipped. I think I threw away a card there by not flipping. Good. This is the Ripper. Oh, Kintry Warden. I'm going to play this game exceptionally fast from here because the clock kind of matters. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my opponent threw this game away. We've been saving this face down because we have the War Shaman. One, two, three, four, five, four. So I play a land here. The basis being, if I draw the War Shaman, I can then play it and flip the Archer in the same turn. Armament Core. This is not something I mind. I think I just put them both in this creature. Putting them both there means that if this is a Loxodon, I can afford to let him flip it on me. If the Loxodon flips on me, my creature still lives as a 7 toughness creature. That may have been a mistake. I should probably... I could have made a 5 power creature. I guess now I have an untapping flyer blocker. Flip it. Interesting. Is it the second one or the first one? First one, that was the last game. So it's basically Ascendancy versus another Throttle is draw steps. I also have a Sandblast, which is not the worst. Rite of the Serpent. Cute. The fact that they had to target the Morph instead of the 5/7 is pretty nice for me. I don't know my opponent's last card, but I will play around. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Honor's Reward can only put the counters here. I will play right into Awaken the Bear. That's what I just told my opponent. Don't have a good attack. One, two, three, four, five, six. Saving the flip for Teamer Battle Shaman again. The lack of Outlast there. My opponent is not an onboard trick expert. That said, I'm very glad that that's not something that you have to be an expert at in Magic anymore, because having to be an onboard trick expert was horrible. Like thinking back to like Kabuto Moth. Like playing versus that card is just... I never want to go back to that era. Even playing with that card wasn't that fun. It's a pretty aggressive chump block on my opponent's part last turn. What is my opponent drawing? I think I attack with everything. My opponent isn't a chump block or die scenario. Interesting. Those two games where I may have been turning my creatures sideways a little too early, but I think that game two, the threat of the ascendancy was a little too high.